Hello, and welcome to this masterclass on vibrational tools, how to shift into abundance in your health, relationships, and prosperity through your energy body vibration. My name is Debbie Sodergren. I'm the founder of Up Vibrations LLC, and I'd like to welcome you to this masterclass on how you can shift into these areas by getting to know exactly what is your energy vibration body. All right, let's get started. I want to have you get the most out of this masterclass. So I'm going to ask you to please close out any other tabs that you have open on your browser and to turn your phone into silent mode. If you have a headset, you might want to grab that so that you can plug it in and listen to this on your headset. And that way you will be limited with the distractions from your surroundings. I'd also like to invite you to close the door to the room that you're sitting in and make sure that your family and friends know that you're going to be unavailable for the next, let's give yourself 45 minutes. And I ask you to just allow yourself to be open to discovering some new concepts and tools about your energy body vibration. I'm going to ask you now too to make sure that you have a notebook or paper with you handy, because I'm going to be asking you some questions and requiring you to write down your responses. So if you have that or a notebook, that would be great. And having water is also a good thing. Anytime we're doing this type of work with energy, it's always good to have water for hydration. So if you want to take a moment and grab your water, grab your notebook, and grab your pen, I'll give you a minute to go gather those things. All right, hopefully you're back here now as we move forward. Okay. I want to make sure that you have all the information that you need during our time together. So if you don't mind, please stay till the very end. I will be making you an offer. And because you stayed through the whole presentation, I will be giving you a bonus. So please make sure that you do stay until the very end so you can get these added bonus that I will be offering. Okay. Take out your notebook and your pen, and I want to ask you a question. You can just write down the answer to the questions that I ask on your paper or in your notebook. So tell me, have you ever experienced energy body work before? Just go ahead and write that down. If you don't know what this is, you can write that down also. All right, if the answer was yes, could you kindly just write down what kind of energy work did you experience? Just write down the different things that you've tried. And then also, I want you to answer the question, were you happy with the work that you had? So what this will look like is Maybe you've had a massage. Maybe you've had Reiki session. Maybe you've had rolfing. Maybe you've had, oh gosh, acupuncture. You've had bars. You had EFT. You've had tapping. So depending what you've had, just go ahead and write down these experiences. And if you're not sure, write them down anyway. And if you liked it or not after you tried it. And for those of you that have said no to this question, nope, I've never had energy work. I want to ask you to just take a moment and just reflect, like, why haven't you tried energy work yet? Sometimes my clients say when they come to me for the first time that they've never tried any other forms of energy work. And I ask them why, and they said out of fear. And I just want you to know that fear is a really strong emotion. And whenever my clients, what I teach them is whenever they feel fear, that fear is just an emotion letting them know that they need to gather more information about the subject that they're fearful about. So, do you know what the best way to be when you're feeling fear? It's to be ready. It's being totally ready, meaning that you know exactly what you're going to do and you understand exactly what's going to happen so that you can help co create the outcome. That's what happens when you gather information and you get out of fear. This presentation is going to be all about teaching you energetic tools that have helped not only myself, but hundreds of the clients that I've worked with throughout the years, hoping that this information will give you going forward a more positive experience in your life. Okay, thank you for playing along with that. So, I want to talk to you about if you're in the right place for this type of presentation. You're in the right place if you are currently in any of these scenarios. You're tired of being sick and tired all the time. You want to learn to not plug into other people's energy fields. And sometimes that looks like their negativity. Maybe you're just ready to learn something new in order to get results that you're wanting. We all know there's nothing more frustrating than searching for a different result, but we keep doing the same thing over and over. It has nothing to do with our intellect. It has to do with we don't know another way to do it. So I'm inviting you to just be open to learning these new ways of being here right now, creating the life that you are loving or you want to love or you want to get back into loving and you currently fell out of being in love with your life. So, energy. What is energy? Energy is a frequency, it's a vibration. Just as a radio or a microwave will emit a vibration that can be measured on a scale, so does your body that you are made up of. You're made up of a collection of cells that are vibrating at a certain frequency to make up your human body. And there are tools that can be used today to not only measure that frequency, but can actually assist in bringing it back into balance. That's pretty cool, huh? These are pictures of people's auras. I've had my auric picture done quite a few times. It's called Carillion photography. And each time that I've had it done, it's very different depending what's going on in my life and where I am energetically within my space. So this is done with a technique called Carillion photography. And Although the study for which this can be traced back to in the late 1700s it was officially invented in 1939 by Seaman Davidovich, who was a colleague of the Carillion photographic process, and it revealed visible auras around subjects or objects that are being photographed. I use these pictures to give you the visual. Another way to feel someone's energy body vibration is, can you think back to a time when someone tried to sneak up on you? And when they did, you turned around and you caught them before they got to you? Well, that was because you felt them with your energetic field. The other way to think about this is, have you ever entered a room and kind of scanned the room and someone had their back turned to you, but you could tell just feeling, you had this feeling that, wow, that person's in a really foul mood. And then when they turn around, you see it on their facial expression. You're correct. It's because you could feel their energy field with your own energy field. All right. So there are a whole lot of tools that you can use to shift your vibration. Many of the different tools that can be used to shift and raise your vibration will be shared today in this masterclass. So there are many different tools that people use. They've taken courses on it, they've read about it, whether it's some type of goal setting, time management, plans to take action, affirmation cards, using visualization and journaling. These are all really great tools to help in reducing your stress level. That's the goal here, is to reduce our stress level so that we can really function in our body and outside of our body, being in the presence of gratitude and abundance. But where do we start with all these options? Sometimes it can be confusing, especially with everything that we have going on in our lives today and the other things that we're dealing with. So, how do you know where to start? It's very confusing. I love um, this little clip here because if you look at it from one perception, the person on the left or the person on the right, no matter what the perception is correct. So sometimes for my clients, when they see this, something clicks inside them and it gives them the permission to just be in a space instead of judging what they already know, but changing their perception for this presentation where they go, okay, let me just step back for a moment and see exactly what's going to be presented here. Because there are some things that I will talk about that you will have already heard about. But because they haven't been presented to you in a concise format, doing them on a layering effect is where you get the results. And the results are very subtle. They're not these, things that are going to shift your world and rock you. They're in a way that is in a very subtle way. This is working with subtle energy. All right. So I'm going to start out by taking a quick quiz. So grab your notebook again and your paper. And I'm going to ask you some questions on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not at all, and 10 being very much and overloaded. So, right now, how stressed do you feel? 1, not stressed at all, 10, off the charts. Number 2, answer this question. I feel overwhelmed with daily tasks. Okay, number 3. I have difficulty getting to sleep at night. Hmm, that's a big one. It affects so much. Number 4. I eat unhealthy food choices even though I know better. And number 5. I am irritable all the time. Doesn't mean every waking moment. It means for the most part of your day, you're irritated, either with yourself or with other people. All right, and just take those numbers and just set them aside. So, the first tool of 4 that are critical is one I want to talk about is breath. It's such a simple one, right? We're so blessed to have this body where our breathing happens automatically for us. It's part of the automatic systems of this whole entity of being in this body. And we really don't pay attention to it. When we're upset and we're stressed, our breathing becomes shallow and quick, which reduces how much oxygen we're actually taking into our body. Sometimes we even hold our breath, and breathing deeply and slowly kind of just mellows us out. You can tell sometimes when you're shallow breathing and you're stressing out, and all of a sudden you automatically just do a right? Because you feel like you get some relief from that. What I want to do right now is just bring that to your attention and let you know that that is something that yes, you intuitively know to do, but I want to invite you to take that information and instead of it having be intuitive, I want you to do it consciously. I want you to bring it forward and spend some time in the next week after this masterclass using this tool of breath. And I'll lead you through a little exercise in a minute where we're going to do these 3 cleansing breaths. So there are many different breathing exercises. I've used and I've taught box breathing or alternate nostril breathing with clients. The first one that I use with them, though, is called this deep belly breathing. And studies have shown that using breath in a conscious way will alleviate your stress level and elevate your concentration and your focus so that you can gain clarity. It also connects you to your inner you. You see, we're all so busy doing things all the time that we're actually distracting ourselves from our true essence. But by sitting and consciously taking some time to focus on your breath, you will be doing yourself such amazing transformation work. So let's give this a try. Let's do this together. And I call this the 3 cleansing breaths. All right, so go ahead and sit quietly in your chair. You can unfold your legs or uncross them. And just set your pen down, sit straight up in your chair. Put your hands gently resting to your side or on your lap. It doesn't matter if your palms up or palms down. And just close your eyes. I'm going to invite you to take a nice big inhale in through your nose. Expand that abdomen out. Hold it at the top of the breath. Hold it. And then exhale through your mouth, pulling your belly button to your brain, to your spine. Good. Do that again. Big inhale in through the nose, expanding that abdomen out. Hold it at the top of the breath. And exhale through your mouth and pull your belly button to your spine. Third time, big inhale in through the nose. Hold it. Take in a little more. And exhale through the mouth, pulling the belly button to the spine. Good. Just return your breath to normal. Okay, you can now open your eyes. How are you feeling? Let's do the quick assessment again. Grab your notebook with your pencil, and let's do this on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is no stress, and 10, you are stressed out. Okay, let's ask the questions again. How stressed out are you feeling right now? How overwhelmed are you feeling? Can you focus and concentrate? Are you irritated? It's good to just record this information so that you have a scale of where you started and where you are right now. All right, good. Hopefully your number this time is lower than it was before you took the little assessment. And also what that breathing does is it makes you very present in your body. So now that you're present, let's go on and talk about connecting our energetic body. This picture on the left shows someone whose energy is connecting them down into the ground. And the picture on the right is showing someone's energy connecting them out of their crown chakra up into the universe. This is a way of grounding. And I always like to use visuals because I'm a visual learner. All right. So I want to take a moment, and what I'd like to do is have you join me as I lead you in grounding yourself. So this is a second tool of the 4 that are critical. So this has to do with um, grounding. It's a process of energetically anchoring your body to the earth and connecting you up into the cosmos. So not only does grounding allow you to connect with your spiritual essence, but it also has significant benefits to your physical body, your emotional well being, and the benefits of grounding are numerous. When you're not energetically grounded in yourself, you can pick up or absorb the thoughts and feelings of your surroundings that don't belong to you. This can leave you feeling off balance, sometimes even anxious. So, this is a primary concern for empaths or energy healers or workers or intuitives. There are tools that I teach to disconnect you from other people's energy, and I'll share them later on in the slides after we go through this information. So there have been some breakthroughs in the benefits of grounding. And science has shown that grounding can calm down your nervous system, which supports your heart rate, and your blood pressure lowers, which will then support your immune system, as well as releasing the neurochemicals into your bloodstream, such as serotonin, dopamine, or oxytocin. These neurochemicals are often called the happy chemicals, and their function is is to support your emotional and mental well-being. There's been some recent discoveries in medical science that have shown that grounding acts as an anti-inflammatory and it helps to thin your blood. This is important because inflammation is the root cause of most diseases. There's an article on boosting your heart health through grounding. You can look that one up. Your higher self is the real you, the soul consciousness, which comes through when you allow yourself to physically just get grounded. So let's take a moment and do this grounding. All right. I'm going to invite you again to uncross your legs, set down your pen. Good. And just gently close your eyes. Take one more inhale. Hold it at the top. And exhale through your mouth, pulling the belly button to the spine. As you're sitting here with me listening to my voice, your eyes closed, I want you to imagine that you have this beautiful white light of protection all the way around your body, encasing you like an eggshell. It could emanate about 2 to 3 inches off your body. Just feel the warmth of the glow of this beautiful white light all the way around you. Just imagine now that that light is going to penetrate through your largest organ, your skin. Just feel that light come into your body. Feel it coming into your heart, your lungs, your intestines, washing all throughout your body, feeling it come up into your high chest, your throat, down your arms, down to your fingertips. Feel it come all the way up into your head, in that space between the brain and the skull. And feel it travel down your spine, all the way down your hips, down your legs, all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. And just take that light with your mind's eye and focus it traveling down through the floor, going down, all the way down through the basement, going down into the earth, all the way down to the earth's center. And just imagine that you're tapping this light into the earth's center and swirl it around and bring up that energy from the earth, coming all the way back up through all the different layers of the earth, coming up through rock, water, mud, coming up through the basement, coming up into the floor. And feel this light now come into the bottoms of your feet, past your toes, your heel, your ankle, coming up your shins, your calves, past your knees, your thighs, your hips. And feel it at the base of your spine, your root chakra. It's where we hold on to things from our past. The past is done, it's over. So I invite you to open up and expand this energy center by saying to yourself, I release my past to source, to God, to the universe, whatever it is that works for you. Good. And just imagine with your mind's eye that you're going to move that light coming up just below your belly button, the second chakra, the sacral. It's where we hold on to things regarding our future. It's not even here yet. We've already played out all these scenarios in our head. I want to invite you to just let that go and open up and expand the energy center here by saying to yourself, I release my future to source. Good. And just move that light coming up a couple inches above your belly button into your solar plexus, our emotional center here. Beautiful guidance center of our emotions. We love our emotions. I just want to invite you to open up and expand this energy center if experiencing any fear or anxiousness, let's go ahead and intentionally release it by saying the affirmation to yourself. I release my fear and anxiety to source. And continue to see that light continue to move up, coming all the way up into the middle of your chest, into your heart, to your heart chakra, the energy center here. Just know that you come from love. You are love. So let's open up this energy center by saying the affirmation to yourself that source is love. Good. And just continue to see that light move up, coming up all the way into your throat chakra. The vibration that you put out into the world. And without any judgment, just assess, how have you used this vibration? Have you held back? Have you been expressing a lot with fear by being anxious and being angry? There's no guilt. We're just doing an assessment. No judgment. Now that you've taken that quick assessment, I invite you to open up and release and expand this energy center by saying the affirmation to yourself that source is peace. And peace is what we're longing for in our lives. More peace. Good. Continue to move that light coming up past your chin, your lips, your nose, coming up the bridge of your nose and settling between your eyebrows in the middle of your forehead, your third eye. Your connection to source, your connection to your soul. I just want to invite you to open up and expand and use this energy center going forward. Be playful with it. You can open this up by saying the affirmation to yourself that source is spirit. You are spirit. And continue to move that light coming all the way up to the top of your head, your crown chakra. And just know that you are connected to all that is. Right here, right now, we are connecting together on this masterclass. You can open up and expand that energy center by saying the affirmation to yourself that source is all. And just imagine now that that light's going to come up out of the top of that crown chakra. It's going to go up through the ceiling, through the roof, and go up out past the trees, going up even further, going up into the sky, past the clouds, going up even further out of our atmosphere, going out into the universe, past planets and stars, looking for that universal stream of consciousness that's out there. With your mind's eye, just imagine that you find it and tap this light into it and swirl it around and bring that with you, coming back down past the planets, coming down past the stars, dropping down into our atmosphere, coming down past the clouds, coming down past the trees, into the roof, into the ceiling, and feel this light now come into the top of that crown chakra and gently cascade down the front of your body, all the way down like warm water, down out of the bottoms of your feet, down into the earth, bouncing back up and coming up into the bottoms of your feet. And this time it's going to come up the back side of your body, all the way up out of that crown chakra. And this is the natural flow of your energetic field. And just know you are now connected above and below. And that brings you here now in the present. And I invite you to come back, wiggling your toes and fingers, stretching out your legs and your arms, taking in a breath, just giving thanks. We give thanks. And gently open your eyes and smile to yourself. And just take a moment and journal. How are you feeling now? How did it feel to go through this exercise, working with your energy body, running energy through your human body, connecting you into your etheric body? Just take a moment and just write down what this felt like. Good. All right. So here's another tool I'm going to share with you. When I talked to you earlier about how you can, you're reading energy in a room and you can tell someone's angry. If you're at an event and you're with other people, whether it's a networking event or a holiday and you're with family, when you stand in front of somebody and you're having a conversation with them, you are allowing energy to be going back and forth with that other person. And so there's this energy exchange that's happening, and it happens from the solar plexus, from your feelings. They are a wonderful guidance system that helps you to direct how your conversation's going with that person. It helps you to internalize when you're picking up on things that aren't going so well. So it's not only the physical features you're picking up, but you're picking up on the energetic field pictures. Sometimes you can tell by a facial expression, they might be expressing one thing, but you're getting this underlying feeling like, oh, I don't know if it's really what they're saying is what they're really feeling. You're picking up on that with your emotional guidance system within your solar plexus. So, say you're having a conversation and you're agreeing that you're disagreeing about something, but they're seeming to becoming escalated. So, I just want to invite you to try this tool called the solar plexus shift. Is they're getting heated, it's escalating, and you really don't want to be a part of this conversation anymore. I'm going to invite you to just put your hip, the weight of your body into your one of your hips and just kind of shift your solar plexus. So instead of being plugged straight in, you're off on an angle. So your solar plexus is going off on the side. They still have your undivided attention because you're looking at them in the eyes, you're listening to them, but just unplug from them energetically and see if that helps to de-escalate it and helps to really enhance your energetic field so that you're not picking up and plugging in to what their emotions are that they're having. See if that works for you. So that's an extra tool that I'm sharing with you today on this masterclass. So I hope you use it. Another tool I'm going to share with you, this is called the snapping technique. And a lot of my clients, I do this a lot and clients know it. And so does my family and friends that know and love me. They've heard me talk about this, but it's a simple tool. It's a snapping technique. And you just basically snapping your fingers. So say you're into a negative thought and you're just like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like just thinking about this. Why is that still in my subconscious? Just go ahead and snap your fingers, cancel clear, get that thought out of here. And what that does is it shakes up the vibration, the frequency of where your thought pattern was. So by breaking it up, then you can take a breath. Okay, now what do I want to focus on? Where do I want to put my energy? And put it into that positive thought that was distracting you. But the thought that was distracting you was the one like eating up your subconscious. Now you've snapped that away and you can focus on a positive thought. All right. Good. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this so far because I have an offer for you. If you've loved what we've covered in this very brief masterclass, I have a special offer for you. I have information on my online 4-week self-study e-course. It's called Mindfulness and Awareness. and it'll take you 4 weeks. It's broken down into 4-week sections so that you will learn about it. Like, say you started the class on a Sunday, you watch the PowerPoint presentation, you have the handout sheets, and you learned these new tools. And then I'm going to have you practice that all week long until you get the following week's information. And again, you'll do the same thing for the whole 4 weeks. Now, normally this I sell for $9.97 on online, but because today's my birthday, happy birthday to me, I'm just feeling inspired to offer this to you for the low price of $333. Yes, I am cutting this down. I really want to make this so that it's something that you want. You really connected with some of these tools and you want to know more. This is a great intro way to learn and grow and learn more about your energy body vibration. So give me the next 48 hours to go in and change this on my website. What I'll do is, because you've been on the masterclass here, I will send you out an email when I've gone in and I've changed the pricing. So you can then go get it for the $333. And I will then allow you to do that for a short window of time, probably another, I don't know, 48 hours. And then I'm going to put the price back up to the normal price. So I'm offering this to you. I hope you go and get this for yourself because you really deserve it. You're doing the work, and I'm really proud of you. So I want to talk to you now about the bonus that I promised. So send me an email in order to get your bonus with the word bonus in the subject line. You can send it to my email. It's it's Debbie Sodergren at gmail.com. Or if you wanted to, you could go to debbiesodergren.com and you could go to the contact page and you could just say, hey, Deb, I enjoyed the master class and I would love to get the bonus. The bonus is where I'm leading you and helping you, giving you guidance on how to set up a space to support yourself in doing these new tools that I've taught you. And once you master that, you'll be able to do them anywhere you are. But the first thing you need to do is intentionally set up a space to support yourself with learning about your energy body vibration, how to shift things, how to be empowered with working with your energy field. I think that's it's a huge gift that I'm giving you. I know it's very effective because I've gotten a lot of good information back on that. So I hope you'll reach out and get your bonus. I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining me and learning about your energy body vibration today. And if you want to know more, head on over to my website, www.debbiesodergren.com. I've got lots of information over there that I share. I have a blog over there that I post. I have a YouTube channel. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. So yeah, thank you so much. And remember, the only constant is change, and that you are a molecular structure vibrating at a certain frequency, giving you this life experience. So enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the masterclass, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Thank you.